Welcome back to another episode of the 1% Club podcast. I'll be your host again today, James Fostero, and in this episode, I want to jump straight into a topic that's important to me, and I think it should be important to you, and probably not for the reason that you think. Now, with the 1% Club podcast, as we know, we focus around making sure that you are thinking differently, acting differently, and achieving different results to the 99 percentile group, the results that the other 99% want but don't have. They can't have because they don't think in the right fashion, they don't act in the right fashion, and therefore they're always wondering why they aren't getting the results that they want. And in this episode, I want to talk to you about healthy body and healthy mindset. And these go hand in hand, and I don't think many people understand why they go hand in hand. Having a healthy body leads to having a healthy mind. Now, in the usual 1% Club fashion, I will go through some of the misconceptions about having a healthy body. So many of us say that we don't have time to be healthy. We've got family, we've got commitments, we've got elderly parents, we've got work, we've got second jobs. We've got all this stuff going on. And in all fairness, all that it means is it is not high enough on your priority list. You do have time. You've got 24 hours in a day. I'm not sure exactly of the quote, but Arnold Schwarzenegger used to always say, if you sleep 8 hours, sleep faster, sleep 6 hours. And you've just bought yourself 2 hours to train. Everyone's got the same 24 hours in a day, so why can one person be a marathon runner or a bodybuilder, and one person seems to make 101 excuses as to why they can't be the way they want to be? The second misconception is that it's hard work. People don't want to do hard work. Well, if you don't want to do hard work, you probably aren't in the 1% Club anyway. You probably aren't in the 1% population that do work hard. The 1% Club do work hard. People have this misconception that they actually don't. They're greedy. Everybody else does everything whilst they sit back and count their money and enjoy a lifestyle whilst everybody else is suffering and slaving away. Totally not true. But how that fits in with having a healthy body is, yeah, it does involve hard work. You do have to diet, you do have to do exercise, you do have to think about what you're consuming, because it is hard work, but the hard work isn't in working out. The hard work is in eating healthy. It's very difficult nowadays with the volume of easily accessible processed foods, sugars, sugar replacements that act, in some cases, you could argue that it has worse side effects to you than actually having sugar. It can actually block some of your I'm not going to go into too much technical detail, but some of the things that you're consuming, you probably don't understand the impact that it's having on your body. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the most healthiest and I'm walking around with a six-pack and, have the health and body that I want, but I'm on that journey the same as you. And I make a commitment to work hard at that aspect of my life. The third misconception is it doesn't work for me. Now, I've had a pound for the amount of times people say that, and it's another one of the excuses. And at the end of the day, really, it's a maths game. What you put in your body, your exercise, and one counteracts the other. And whatever you're left with, you either increase weight or you decrease weight. It's not too technical, but I believe that it doesn't work for you because you're probably not educated to a level where you understand what's happening. If you had a problem and you thought A plus B equals C, and you were getting A plus B equals D, you wouldn't say that you couldn't work out the equation. You'd just say, I need to understand how to get to C. And sometimes it's that education piece that people aren't willing to listen to or go down that route of understanding why they aren't getting the results they want. And that's really important to make sure you do educate yourself, take time to educate yourself on health, on fitness, and getting the healthy body that you want, you deserve. And the other misconception is I'm too old. And I've actually found 2 stories. I'm not sure on the if it's the most legitimate source. One's from the Daily Mail. I'm a bit of a skeptic of the Daily Mail. Not that I'm saying that there's anything wrong with the Daily Mail, but there's quite a lot of clickbait on the Daily Mail, and this may be another one of those where Fuja Singh ran a marathon at 89 and has run all over the world, one of the oldest people to run a marathon. So again, what's your excuse, dude? No excuse at all. And then I found another article where there was a 83-year-old bodybuilder. You see him in a competition. That was again from the Daily Mail. So for some reason they seem to be the top results. They are quite popular though, so we'll give them that. But yeah, 89 and over 100 years old. The one guy is now 101, and I'm sure he's still doing health and fitness related stuff. So I mean, what's your excuse? So when it comes to having a healthy body, you need to fuel your body to ensure you have a healthy mind. Whatever you put in your body fuels your mind. If you watch the McDonald's documentary on Netflix, I'm actually not sure what it is. In fact, it's called Super Size Me on Netflix. And he has unhealthy food, McDonald's food, breakfast, lunch and dinner. And if they ask him if he wants to supersize, he has to say yes. And he has that, and he has such terrible effects in his mind and in his body. And to be honest with you, you've only got one body. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how happy you are. If you're going to be 6 foot under 10 years sooner than somebody else, then you need to tackle that problem. So you need to have a healthy body to have a healthy mind. Fuel your body and challenge yourself. Now, whatever excuses you have, fuck them off. Fuck them off. They're excuses. The 1% Club do not use excuses. They understand that in the head they may have a reason, but you have to go and work out if that is actually true or not true, and half of these things are not true. You do have time. You do have to work hard, even if you don't want to. You do have to educate yourself to understand what you're putting in your body, and no, you're not too old. So challenge yourself. Set time aside in your diary 2-3 times a week to do something healthy. Start with walking. Start with something that's going to just get you moving, and then build up. Give yourself a goal and make it a goal where you stretch. If you've never done a marathon, aim to do a marathon. If you've never done a half marathon and you think that's the first milestone to aim for, and you think, yeah, that's pretty much impossible, go for it, because if it's not on the table, you probably won't even strive to try and achieve it. And don't make excuses. So focus on body, focus on mind, and everything else will fall in line. Focus on that achievement. And once you've achieved even the smallest milestone, praise yourself and keep striving forward. So that's the episode for the 1% podcast this week. Focus on your body, focus on your mind, and I'll catch you next week for another episode. I'll catch you then.